It's my robot noise. Yeah? No? Today we're going to talk about A Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers. This is the second book in the Monk and Robot series, and the first one was A Psalm for the Wild Built. If you are interested in checking out my review for that, I'll have a link down below as well. And I decided to read this book immediately after I finished A Psalm for the Wild Built because it was so good. It was such a beautiful book. The whole thing is the robots, a long time ago, they became self-aware. They were working in factories and whatnot, and they became self-aware, and they decided to peace out and go into the wilderness. And no one has seen them for years and years and years and years. It's almost like they're myth or legend. And then one day, sibling Dex runs into a robot out in the woods named Mosscap, and thus starts a journey of finding oneself and trying to figure out just what the humans need, what sibling Dex needs. And it's about trying to escape the mundane, like once you've learned a skill in one department and then that not being enough to satisfy you, what keeps pushing you and this, that, and the other. It's a story built around that. And so this is the continuation on of after they are coming back to society. No one's seen the robots in years and years and years. So sibling Dex and Mosscap, they are gonna journey together, and sibling Dex is gonna set everything up, and they're gonna go to different towns, and the robot's gonna talk to people and ask its question of what do the humans need. And the beautiful thing about this robot Mosscap is the childlike wonder that Mosscap has with all the new experiences and how it experiences things and sees things, and how just something had been fascinated for hours and hours and hours, where the normal human, their attention span is kind of short. But the robot, everything is so magical and new, and just how Mosscap goes about experiencing things and doing things is very eye-opening. It's like seeing things through the eyes of a child. You get to be an adult, and things have kind of like dulled considerably from how they used to be when you were a kid, and you're experiencing everything new for the first time. So that's kind of how it is with Mosscap, which I think kind of helps open up sibling Dex's eyes too, to trying to figure out what's this next leg of the journey, for them as they go about and they meet people and experience things, such as like Mosscap experiencing going on a motorboat for the first time with this crazy lady who drives like a maniac and stuff like that. It's really about taking a second and not getting lost in the everyday BS that like crosses your path. Taking time to appreciate the wind in the leaves and nature and outdoors, and not getting caught up in all the screens, and just trying to take some time to really figure out what's really important, what do you really need, and what does it come down to. And then sibling Dex, at one point in the book, after they've gone to several different types of like different towns and cities, like some are by the water and some are in trees, and then there's the city. Then they also have to figure out what are they going to do at the end of their journey. Are they going to go their separate ways? Are they going to still hang out with each other? That sounds weird. Are they still going to be part of like this journey? Does the journey continue on? These books are short and sweet, but they have so much powerful imagery and just hopefulness and concepts that are very heartfelt, just about the whole question of what do the humans need. Well, in reality, if you think about it, food, shelter, companionship, those are like your basic dire needs, and we'll tie water into with food, so those are your needs. But then people need other things, such as someone needs a door fixed, so some of the stuff isn't like tied solely to like emotional needs and whatnot. It gets into the heart of it, of what people need, whether it's emotionally or within their lives and what they think they need. Some of the stuff's on the superficial and others is not. It was such a fantastic book. They're super short, so both were novellas. You could probably read both of them in a day, or you could read one day and one another day. I would highly recommend them. The writing's fantastic. Just the concepts in it are fantastic. The characters are so endearing. It's such a uplifting, funny, emotional. It's one of those, I laughed, I cried. I think I cried in both books. There was just some really like stuff that you're just like, oh, hurts the heart, but it was just so good. I cannot emphasize how good this series is. I don't know if there's going to be more. I kind of hope there will be. But where do you go after these two? Like, where's the next leg of the journey? So that'd be interesting to see. I was trying to imagine what would Mosscap and Sibling Dex do next. Like, I don't know. Maybe they start taking people out into the wild to get out of their city lives and experience things differently, lead retreats. I don't know. That's just me using my brain being weird. The hype is real. These are books I picked up because I kept hearing about them and I kept hearing they were so good, and that will always pique my curiosity. If a ton of people are saying this book's awesome, Sin is like, I need to read it. If you like robots and humans, if you like a feel-good story that has higher emotional concepts about what do you need in your life and what's missing and what makes you feel purpose, what is your purpose? These books really look at that, and they look at it in a simplified way that is quite touching and beautiful. A Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers, absolutely fantastic. If you are interested in these books, I will have links down below. Those are affiliate links, so a little bit goes to the channel and also goes to support indie bookstores. And if you had fun hanging out today, hit that subscribe button, come back, see me again, and we'll talk about more bookish things and weird stuff.